I'm Ian Berry. I've been helping my private roster mentoring clients and folk in my peer groups with something that I think is really vital in today's times where conflict and disagreement seem to be dominating the headlines. I also might tell you that today's my first day out of isolation from suffering from COVID. And so I might be a little rusty. Anyhow, one thing that's really striking me in headlines that I see is the tyranny of either or still exists. That was a great phrase used by Collins and Porras in their book, Built to Last. We're used to this or that. I've got a memory, not so fond one, of my second boss in the corporate world. He used to say, it's my way or the highway. And you quickly got in all sorts of trouble if you didn't follow his way. Now, I was about 3 years into my corporate career when I first met this guy. And at about the 3 years and 9 months mark, I left because I couldn't stand it any longer to work for a tyrant. And so sure sign in your workplace or anywhere else, when you hear those words, my way is the highway or my way is better than yours. The most predominant way, it's stated, often not in words, but my way is the only way. Now, this is a really aggressive way of living. A submissive way is to say, your way is better than mine. What wise leaders are doing, regardless of what you might be involved in, is not either of these ways, but rather the third alternative, and that is, let's find a way together. Now, I can tell you that finding a way together might take a little longer than either of these other ways. It's simple just to give in and let someone else take their path and drag you along with them. It's quite simple, this way or forget about it. Just, you either do what I tell you or not. This is a much tougher way, but I promise you a better way to live your life. It's a better way to learn. It's a better way to lead. One of the books on my shelf over here that I constantly refer to is this one by Stephen Covey. You'd know him probably for the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But I think this book, along with another one of his books, The 8 Habit, which is about gratitude and finding your voice, this one is a classic. He calls it the third alternative. I've been referring it to a shared way or a shared view. My wife and I first learnt this long time ago when we were early parents, when someone suggested to us that we should have a shared way of behaving in front of our children and only talk about things differently, not in their earshot. I found it a good way. And when I left the corporate world 32 years ago, roughly, I developed this concept called shared view. And what I'll do is I'll put a link, because I've got a complimentary online course. I'll put a link to that shared view course so that you can take it at your leisure. Basically, shared view says, there's your way and there's my way, but a far greater way to live and to learn and to lead is to find our way. Yes, your way is important, my way is important, but our view, our way, is a way of rising above the tyranny of either or. I wish you well in your pursuits to be the kind of person who operates in all aspects of your life in finding a way with others to build a better world. There's a lot of strife in the world at the moment for sure, but there are a number of people, and I find an increasing number of people, who are not interested in conflict or disagreement or being filled with self-importance or fighting for their way being the only way, but rather are on this path of finding a way together. I'm left in no doubt that this is the way forward for the human race. We'll see you next time.